That's good. Damn, lost my mind, man. Tastes weird today, man. Tastes weird today. Guys, I'm falling apart today. But I am here. I made it. Good morning. Welcome to Morning Medley number 257. I'm actually not gonna start the medley up top. I'm gonna work on a song. I'll start the medley at 9:30. How about that? Good morning, Taylor Nicole. Oh. Oh, that's way better. Ah, that's way better. Okay. Taylor, I have no idea what the name of the plant is. I don't know what that thing's called. But it is here. It exists now. Yeah, I don't know what this thing is called. I just hope it's not dead in a week. Or a month. Oh, thanks, Taylor. Is that pretty accurate? Okay. So now with that second part added, the song goes. Hmm. You're welcome, Taylor. Thanks for joining the stream so early. Good morning, Lindsay. Okay. Basically, what I'm trying to do with this piece is I'm trying to start it on like a sorrow. Wow. Sorry, I have cold tongue because of smoothie. I'm trying to start it on a sorrowful. It doesn't sound like a real word though now. I'm trying to start it on a somber tone, and then take it through a bittersweet. No, sorry. Start it on a sorrow tone, take it to a happier place, and then end it on a bittersweet spot place. I haven't worn this shirt in like 6 months now. Sorry, I just don't wear any of my nice shirts anymore because I never have anywhere to go. Anyways, I'm trying to take it there. I'm trying to go from somber to high, not like super like gumdrop happy, not anything like over and under, but trying to take it to a brighter place, and then get to like maybe a bittersweet end. Maybe by even returning to this, return to these chords. It felt like something that you'd see in a scene where a kid is struggling, says Jesse. Oh. Word. Interesting. Oh, funny enough you should say that, Lindsay. This shirt is from Uniqlo. Okay, so the Uniqlo in what's the name of that area in Tokyo with all the really tall buildings? Ginza. The Uniqlo in Ginza has like something stupid like 14 floors, I think. It's like 14, somewhere between 14 and 20 floors. And the second to the top floor is just all of their graphic tees that they need to get rid of. It's basically like a clearance floor, but it's like the furthest from the floor. And their elevator is like, takes a really long time, so it's just quicker to take the escalator actually. Anyways, I went up there and I bought a bunch of shirts, and this was one of them. Hi, Rem. How off this transitionary chord feels. Sorry, I started. Ro. Good morning. I hope you've had good rest last night. What is today, Tuesday? Oh, it's trash day. I need to take out the trash. Oh, it's trash day. They're going to take my TV. If the trash man takes my TV, I promise I'll let you guys watch. My old TV. Okay, so story time about the old TV. I used to work at an IKEA. Oh, all right, hold on. Let me get to the bottom of the comments. They're so talented and so good, such a good person. Oh, thanks, Taylor. Taylor, I'm actually surprised that you have that opinion of me because I've been telling you, oh, I'm such a procrastinator. I've been telling you I was going to buy a plant for how many years now? And thank you for sticking around long enough for me to actually be able to show you the plant. I'm glad. What's the design on the pocket? It's Steamboat Willie, Lindsay, which is the only version of Mickey Mouse I actually like. Steamboat. I get closer, but you know, where he's like holding the wheel on the steamboat. He's got the stupid hat and like the pie eyes. That is what is on the logo of the shirt. It was part of their like classic Mickey collection. Closest I could get to Oswald, I suppose. For whatever reason, YouTube didn't start streaming when Omni went live for me. Oh. Sorry to hear that, Cyber. But thank you for being here. Hmm. Did you put bean juice everywhere in your kitchen? Says Eddie. Bean juice. Like coffee? Or bean juice? Are you talking about because I made some black beans yesterday? For that burrito? Is that what you're talking about, Eddie? Hmm. Um. Oh, thank you, Taylor Nicole. We all appreciate you too. It's funny how like some of the people on the stream have been characterized in my head as a very like small thing. I know everybody's really complicated and complex, but there's somebody that used to come in the streams named Kaisa, and I always think of her as being a like barista because in a lot of her early Instagram stories she was like making like you know the like art. Ugh. You know when they make art on the with the cream and on the top of the coffee, the like coffee art, latte art. I don't know. I don't want to like. Oh, it is called latte art. I mean, Lindsay says it. Latte foam art. Yeah. Okay, so wow, cool. Yeah, she would do that a lot. So in my brain, she just is always wearing an apron, like making the art. And Taylor Nicole in my brain is always like surrounded by like it's like Taylor Nicole's head and then a bunch of plants, like wild exotic plants with weird names I don't understand. Anyways, yeah, and that's true for a lot of the people in the stream. Usually they will get like over time in my brain they will get kind of solidified as a thing, and that was Taylor Nicole's thing. So every time I went to like Home Depot and I was like walking past the nursery section, I was like, I should really buy a plant, but I don't know what I'm doing. And I even briefly considered like just like video calling Taylor and then like walking through the aisle and being like, I don't know which one of these to get. Hopefully this thing doesn't die. If it dies, it'll be a sad day for me. Okay, crap. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the story time of the TV. So I used to work at an IKEA in Burbank. Thank you for mentioning the Discord, Cyber, and linking it. Mm. I used to work at IKEA in Burbank, and it's pretty far. For those of you that don't understand the makeup of LA, LA is, in my brain, and a lot of Los Angelenos people's brain, it's kind of separated into a few sections, like most cities. There's West LA, which is where a lot of the wealthy people live. It's also where, like, if you're a tourist and you're coming to LA, typically you're going to be in West LA. West LA has, like, the Santa Monica Pier. It has all of the beaches. It has Beverly Hills. It has Century City. It has LAX. It has Culver City. It has Venice, Santa Monica, Bel Air. I don't know why you would want to go to Bel Air, but it's all west. You know, all of the fancy glitz and glamour is West LA. And then there is South Central LA, which is more residential, maybe like gritty. That's where Watts is. That's where Compton is. That's where the Blue Line is that goes down into Long Beach. More people that look like me live there versus in West LA. And then there's downtown, which I spend a lot of time in. Downtown's extremely diverse. Like everybody's kind of down there. Pretty dirty, pretty smelly, but very interesting. And then there's East LA, which is where, well, oh man, I realize this is more complicated than it needs to be, but East LA is an actual place. I'm not talking about East LA, so I'm going to say Eastern LA. Eastern LA is the whole east side of the map, but there's actually a city called East LA, which I do not go to, but I do live in Eastern LA. I live a little bit north of that. And Eastern LA, very hilly, lots of hills, lots of greenery. There's a metro line called the Gold Line, which takes you into the rest of LA. And then there's something called the Valley, which technically isn't part of LA City, but I include it in LA. That's like North Hollywood, Burbank, a lot of other cities that I don't care about. Oh, Van Nuys is up there. And so Burbank is up there pretty far. So in order for me to get to work every day, I would have to take a bus into downtown LA and then a separate bus out of downtown LA into the Valley, and then I would ride my bike the remainder to get to Burbank, to get to IKEA. It was a long trip, but it was super doable, and a friend of mine had given me a free beach cruiser, so it kind of gave me a little bit of time to unwind every day. A lot of people have both teased me and could make a good mindset to get to work, and then after work it would allow me to kind of like decompress before coming home. Also, thank you, Taylor. I really appreciate it. You might be the only thing that keeps this plant alive. So, on my way home, another reason why I liked this community is because it actually familiarized me with a lot of the Los Angeles area. See, if you travel through LA, but you take a car, you're not seeing a lot. You're seeing highways, and you're seeing traffic, and you're seeing Teslas, and you're seeing garbage. But if you take a bus, or you take a train, or you take a bike, you're actually seeing all the neighborhoods change gradually as you travel through them. Very, very important. If you live here. If you're visiting, whatever, take an Uber. But if you live here, I would recommend, after doing a little bit of research on what areas to avoid, actually like doing some ground travel. So anyways, I would see a lot of things on those trips, but one day I saw a TV, and it was sitting in this weird alley, and I was like, there's no way this TV works, right? There's no way this TV works. It just can't. So I took a power bank one day and plugged the TV into a power bank, and the TV worked. I mean, it turned on. It wasn't like getting any cable channels or anything, but it turned on. I was like, I'm pretty sure I can hook up a PlayStation to this. And so one day after work, really late at night, I threw my bike over the fence, because this is a big TV. It's also very heavy. There's no way that I could like balance it on my bike. It's a big screen TV. So I threw my bike over this fence so that no one would steal it, hopefully. And then I carried that TV, which took so long, and I was sore for a long time after that. But anyways, I carried the TV to the Red Line, and took that into downtown, and then carried the TV out of the subway station to Metro Center, and then took the 78 back to where I live, and a free TV. The TV has some problems. It doesn't have HD. It's very, very quiet. The speakers are not very loud at all. You kind of have to turn it all the way up to like 35, 40 volume for you to hear anything. But after I got back from Korea was that last year? Oh, that makes me feel not that bad, actually. Anyways, when I got back from Korea last year, I said, I'm going to treat myself, and I bought a Samsung TV. A nice, crispy, new TV. And the old one is finally out on the street now. A piece of history. It served me well. You know, I bought a 32-inch TV. It was a long time ago. This is my first ever, like, I remember I wanted a TV for my room when I was in high school, and I saved up, and I bought a 32-inch TV, which by right now is not very big at all. The TV that I have in the living room right now is 83 inches. So it's like double, over double what my first TV was. But at the time when I bought that 32-inch TV, it was like, this is cool. This is a huge thing for me. And that TV was over $800. I had to save up for months to afford it. And it's so almost insulting to me how cheap a 32-inch TV is now. Tech just does not age well. Or at all, really, I guess. I don't know. Unless it's like I guess, like, would you guys consider a synthesizer tech? Or like an electronic instrument? Did they deliver the new TV to your home? Ask Cyber. Either this one? Yes. I was so stupid. I was looking at the TV in the store and I was like, I should be able to fit this in my backseat. I always do that. I'm like the king of going into places, whether it's IKEA or Fry's Electronics or Best Buy or Walmart or whatever, and looking at something and going like, yeah, I can just fold down the seats and I'm pretty sure I can make it fit. I always do that, and it never fits. I have a Volkswagen Jetta. It never fits. I don't know why I think I'm just bad at, like, eyeballing things, but no, I said that I was going to put it in my car, and they were like, there's no way this is going to fit in your car, unless you have, like a Ford F-150 outside, and yeah, they delivered it. And the guys were like, the delivery boys were, wait, were they mean? No, they were nice. The other dudes were mean. The dudes that delivered my mattress were really mean to me for some reason. Oh. That's a sad thing to think about, this. That's a sad thing to think about. That's a really difficult question for me, actually. This was actually not so bad. Sometimes, guys, when things get quiet, I can hear Lush Dream play in my head. I can hear like blue, 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 blue. That song has a weird time signature. Okay, so this song now has a new part. I want to go. I go to this weird chord. That new chunk, this chunk right here, this chunk right here. it today. I think I'm gonna let that sit for a little while. Hello, expert. No, sorry, it's experience. I think I'm gonna let it sit on that today because, again, like I said earlier at the top of the stream, I'm trying to take that song to a brighter place, and I feel like this is still in a somber place. I'm really happy with that one beat I made. And it's like in an Instagram video that I ended up playing the. I need a name for this song, guys. It's over. It's over. I'm never gonna refer to this song as the Christmas song ever again, and I'm definitely never using the word Flintstones. We gotta get a name for this one. Goodbye, Taylor. Jesse's getting game show vibes. Sam says holiday morals. It's funny how rhythm can change so much, huh? I can't do that though. I can't do that though. I refuse to let myself go to that chord even though it feels so easy because home does that. Because home does the. So I can't do that. I can't go. I can't go. Oh wait, hold on. Hold on now. Could I get my ET on? Could I get my ET out of there? I don't want to, but I could maybe. Hold on. Different rhythm. I'm so sorry, guys. I know this is annoying to hear. I know. Creative process is ugly. Bundle Bunch, says Liana. I do love alliteration. Bundle Bunch, Evergreen Memory. Rem says a series of booms. Popcorn Crunch. I'm sorry. Oh man, can you record MIDI to an SD card or some other external media on that keyboard? Can I record MIDI to an SD card? I mean, I guess I could. This keyboard does have drivers, so I could use it as a MIDI keyboard. So I could have an extra long MIDI cable go from this into the computer, record MIDI, and then save that MIDI as a MIDI file, and then put that MIDI file on an SD card, perhaps. But I wouldn't be able to put a MIDI card directly into this keyboard. I think the one like 2 versions after this does have a MIDI card slot on it. But this one just has the USB. This one just has the USB. Snow Chime says, oh, do I not have a song with snow in the name? I guess I called that song Snowflake, so I don't really have a song with snow in the name. Popcorn Crunch. What was I? Oh yeah, okay. So okay. Again. Okay. I gotta start over again. Okay. Oh my god, he's getting so close to hitting the TV with the garbage truck. Okay, Tims were your Tims? You know, I've actually never owned a pair of authentic, real Tims. I've owned some knockoffs for sure. Hi, it's 6 p.m. for me, says Antec? Ontec, maybe? Welcome to the stream. It's evening for you, so I guess evening medley. But thank you for joining. I appreciate you. I like Why is Let's Go Swim at the end? Oh, because nighttime gym. I guess you do swim at the gym. My apologies, Cyber. There's no problems with these bars. Ugh. Maybe ET can't go in here. What is the other alternative? Playing this chord. Which is the chord that I started on. Which is why it's probably sounding so weird. If I'm going. Sorry. Sorry, everyone. What was wrong with your TV? I was half paying attention to this. Nothing was wrong with it. It was very old. Oh, I mean, there were things wrong with it, but that's not why I got rid of it. I just got a newer one last year, and I was holding on to the old one. Really, I gave my old one to my roommate, and then my roommate didn't want it anymore, so now they're getting rid of it. But it was a piece of my life for a sizably long time. I always mess up that chord. Going from there. I'm not exactly sure how I get where I'm trying to go. You know what's funny? When the Power Rangers would yell, "It's morphin' time" when I was a kid, I didn't know what morph meant. I had no idea what morph meant. And putting morph in, like not even because I feel like they never said morph. Even like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, I didn't. Could they if they said morphing, I would have at least known that it was a verb. But saying Morphin, I thought that that was like a race or something. Like they were the Mighty Morphins, like they were from the planet of Morphia or whatever. I actually never saw the Power Ranger pilot. By the time I watched Power Rangers, it was all out of sequence, and I wasn't exactly sure how they got their powers or what their position was in the world. It was really weird. I don't know. Morphin, Mighty Morphin. And they would say, it's Morphin time. And it's like, what does that mean? Doesn't morph mean to change? I know, and I know they like turn into like they get their armor, but does putting on clothes mean morph? Because they don't seem to like intrinsically like change. Like they don't seem to be like going through some type of metamorphosis where they are changing. I did when Beautiful Joe says Henshin a go go baby. That was another thing. Like I saying Henshin, obviously, not English. I'm getting lost in this now. It's Japanese, but I'm trying to get to. I'm sorry. I'm trying. I know where I'm trying to. I know where I'm trying to go. I just don't know exactly how I get there. That's it. Shouldn't be that. It shouldn't be that. Oh, I think that might be the chord actually. I think that might be the chord. Oh, but it is really close to home. Oh my god, that's so annoying. My brain. Okay. Is there a cap for comments on YouTube? Maybe that's just a common change for me. I don't know. Okay, so basically, here's this thing, guys. Here's the thing. Uh, I've been thinking about other musicians. People are musicians. No, let's not even limit it to musicians. Artists usually have a thing that they do pretty often. A lot of times, this I gesticulate a lot. Artists have a lot of things that they do very often. A lot of times, these things can become indicative of their style and become their voice. You know, where it's like you hear a thing and you go, "Wow, that sounds like Kendrick," or you see a thing and you go, "Wow, this looks like something that Chrysalis made," or you smell a thing and you think Bath and Body Works. My point is, sometimes repetition is important to establish a style or to establish a voice or to establish an identity in art. Um, but for me, and I'm sure for a lot of you artists out there as well, sometimes repeating things can feel limiting. It feels like you're not exploring new paths or new whatevers. And something that's so weird is a lot of those repeated skills or techniques are so acceptable to you as a listener or consumer when it's a thing you like. You know, like say an artist does a specific thing you like. Like for me, Nelward has a very, very specific sound palette that I haven't necessarily nailed down for whatever reason. So it's like you've heard one Nelward song, you've heard two Nelward songs. You kind of understand his general palette that he has constructed. So that if you hear the first like 5 seconds of a Nelward song, even before his voice comes in, usually you would be able to go like, if this isn't Nelward, this sounds a lot like him, you know. And then because of my departure from several genres after I spend time there, I don't have that same 5 second, style recognition all the time. But these things can be good. Again, these things can create an identity. And there are very specific changes that I do because one, they are physically comfortable to me. Certain chord changes are physically comfortable to me. This chord change is very comfortable to me, and I do it a lot in a lot of different songs. Like that. I do it in a lot of songs. In fact, all of I Miss You going into Spring Street is just a series of those two chords. Like chord one, chord two, 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 chord one, chord two. Like it just kind of, I can keep doing it descending, I can do it ascending. Like you can do it going up, you can do it going down, but those same chords, it's fun to play those chords, and they're very comfortable to me. So I tend to throw them in a lot of my music, not as repetitive and simple as they are in flight plan all the time. Sometimes it's a little bit more subtle, like when I'm playing one of like those disco chord progressions from the string. There was one right there. Chord one, chord two. It's not always super simple and easy to pick up on, but it's just a thing that appears in a lot of my music and just a lot of artists' music in general. It's a very common thing. Chord one, chord two. I think, though, now there's a very specific sound that once I start to recognize it in my music, I feel guilty for using it and I try to escape it. And this change that happens in Home is something I really like. It was like a very game show sounding thing for me when I first started playing, especially when I was playing. I remember the streams in Arizona where I was playing on that like dinky whack keyboard. This sounds like that. That change to me adds something. It like starts on a certain note, and then halfway through it brightens it up in maybe an unexpected way. Because a lot of people would expect it to kind of resolve down there. It's like an extension. So that's the thing that happens in Home. But then in this song, in this still to be determined the name of this song, when I do a similar thing, I'm trying to find a new place. I want to get to a new key. So I go. See, like, it's very similar to Home. It might not sound exactly the same to you guys, but I'm hearing the very, very solid similarity between those changes. What am I doing? I don't even know where I'm going anymore. It sounded kind of pretty, but I don't really like where it's going. Wow. Ooh, why? Oh crap. I'm trying to get it here. Yeah, you can't do that transition. What? Um, what? Oh, from Mobtown. Oh, word, word, word. Word, okay. I was like trying to dissect Cyber's comment. Word up. Tell Mob I says hi. Um, I actually wanted to ask about what you do when you're stuck with a song chord progression. I know the past we talked about doing key changes to mess around with it, but I'm working on two songs right now and just stuck with both of them. Well, Lindsay, wow, what a great time to ask this. I'm currently stuck with a song right now. That's literally what the past, I don't know, 15 to 20 minutes in this stream has been. Just me stuck with this song, trying to brute force my way through it. Um, Getting space from the song can help, which I've already done. And it did help for one of them. Yeah, that was appropriate to ask. I mean, a lot of things can help. Getting space from the song. What I'm trying to do is push the song to a different place key wise, which is proving to be a little bit of a challenge because I'm trying to bake the key change into the melody and not just have it like be like. Like I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to bake it into the chord progression. I mean the melody. So. And I'm also just trying not to go like I'm trying not to do that all over the piano, but it is proving to be a challenge. Um, I thought it'd be appropriate to ask that. Yeah, I think that that's. I think also when I get stuck with a song, I just start making other songs. Like if it's a production thing, Lindsay, I just start making other songs. I mean, you've seen it in the Friday stream. When I get stuck with something, I just close it and then I'll open up a different file, maybe an older song, maybe a blank palette and work on some stuff, and then I'll revisit the old thing, and sometimes I'll have some fresh eyes. Sometimes I'll have some fresh eyes. Like those two breaks aren't the same. Sometimes you take a break from all music and you just live life, and then you're able to come back to the music fresh. Sometimes you just take a break from that song and actually keep working just on other things. The only time working in different keys helps me is if I'm physically working on it, Lindsay. That's an important thing to say, because I've actually had somebody else on Instagram that was like, you said moving around and moving the keys up or down the piano helps you write stuff, but that's not working for me. And one of the main reasons I think it wasn't working for them is because they were talking about working in like FL Studio. And I'm like, yeah, it's probably not going to work then, because when I'm talking about moving things around, I'm talking about the physicality of actually having to perform it. Sometimes can change the way you perform it. But if you're just like sliding MIDI around in FL Studio, that's not necessarily going to help you. But if the two songs that you're developing are on piano, you're on a keyboard trying to hammer them out, yeah, moving it around to a different key center can be good. And a bit of advice that somebody gave me a while ago that I haven't necessarily taken yet. Well, I took it during Lush Dream, but I haven't taken it in my actual approach to piano. Is they're like, just play less notes. I think that a lot of times in music, you're trying to push yourself to come up with something more complex, more impressive, more robust. And sometimes dialing it back a little bit can be good. I tend to do this in my melodies. I would always like for my melodies to be really complicated and stuff like that, like notes all over the place, sprinkled, like really weird combinations of notes that don't necessarily make sense. Making sense physically, where it's like, melodies kind of make sense physically to be like going upward or going downward. But then I'll have melodies like the over and under melody, which is like those where the notes are kind of the notes are just kind of like little dots everywhere instead of like a line like doing that can help me when coming up with different types of melodies, but generally just like trying to alter your approach as much as possible, whatever that means to you. What is something that makes you uncomfortable in writing music? Maybe try to do it that way. An uncomfortable way to write music for me for a really long time was starting with drums, and I'm sure you've noticed I've started with drums a lot in the stream now. It's different approach. Can you play Gucci on the sound that you used last stream? You don't have to, I'm just asking. Ooh, the sound that I used last stream. What sound would that be, Rem? What sound are you talking about? I have other stuff on FL Studio I'm working on, but those are more so just projects to help me get better at FL Studio. That's cool, Lindsay. Diversify workflow. Oh, boy. Oh, Cyber's still going. Cyber's still going strong. Oh, hey, what's up, Keiko? Whoa, wait, do I know you? Are you the Keiko I know? think you play also play the days, please. Indeed, 257, 257. Were you talking about 256, Rim, when you said to play? Oh, did you? Wow, that sounds horrible. I can try like. Since you said Zelda, I feel like Zelda, whenever it had guitar parts, they were always like in strumming patterns. I always thought the tune for Gerudo Valley was tight. It was. Indeed. It was. Oh, how have you been, Keiko? Ooh, I like being called Donut Boy. Keiko, did you see Sonic? Lindsay says, one cool thing I did yesterday was swap some of the right-hand parts of the chord progression. It was completely changed the sound and slow somehow worked together. But now I don't know what to do with that. That's part of it. I used to be able to play Gerudo Valley on guitar. It's difficult, says Ava. I believe this. Oh, and Cyber did ask for 257. Today's sound, it's called Jazz Rhythm. Oh, okay. I hear it. It's just a jazzy guitar, but it has like a tambourine attached to it. Been doing some online shows and started a drag YouTube channel. I have not seen Sonic, if that's what you asked. That is what I asked, but that's okay. Keiko, speaking of donuts, have you ever had Randy's Donuts by any chance? Randy's, the place with the big donut outside? The place where Iron Man went? They just got one way closer to my house, and I forgot how much I loved the donuts there. donut shop sounds great. Mm. In fact, I think all of the donut shops that I know of in LA are 24. I mean, Yum Yum's 24 hours, and there's like three of those around here. And then Winchell's around here is also 24 hours. Donut Boy, Chips Ahoy. It's a play. You know what this reminds me of, Cyber? This reminds me of Easy Go. Is that what this is supposed to be? Is this Easy Go 2 lyrics? Oh, I forgot how delicious those donuts are. I think I might get one today. I think today is Pizza and Donut Day. Today is Pizzanista Tuesday, and I might go ahead and grab me a big Randy's glazed. Oh. It's like the donuts are chewier there, which as I say it out loud doesn't sound good. It's like fluffy and chewy. Oh, that sounds disgusting. I know. I'm not doing it any justice. Just eat it. Eat it at some point. If you come to LA and everybody's trying to take you in and out burger, go to Randy's first if you can. I want pizza, but it's snowing, says Ava. Oh, I'm sorry. All the pizza's closed when it snows. I hope it stops snowing soon and that you can somehow get pizza. Boy. I imagine, Diz, that it's just too cold to go outside, maybe? Or, like, maybe it's snowing so bad that... I don't know. I don't live in a snowy area. My conjecture part is done here. I'm done with that. I don't live that life. I don't live snow life. I don't know what that was. But, it happened. Hey, what's up, Buzz Buzz? Marco's Pizza. I haven't had Papa Murphy's in a really long time. But I feel weird about taking big pizzas, honestly. Now it says a peppermint mocha, perhaps. I don't know what Leon is referring to. I think. What is it? What is it? Where are we at? We're at 10:30. We're at 10:30. We're doing okay. I didn't do a classic, a traditional medley, because I was working on a song. I was working on this annoying song. Oh, did something happen, Cypher? Transition makes zero sense. Maybe. Oh, hi, Liam. Thanks, Liam. I'm sorry, I didn't see your comment. What a nice thing to say. Also, welcome, Liam. I don't know that I've seen you in too many streams. And welcome back, Josh. See. Oh, also Liam and Josh, for anybody that's coming in just now, I'm like trying to extend this song. It's a song that started off with this progression. I wanted to go. But that just feels too easy, you know. It feels too predictable. And I know that, welcome, Crow. You're late, but you know it's not over yet, so you still made it. It's too easy, and I know that a lot of times in music, sometimes what's easy sounds good. What's easy works. What's easy is fine. You don't need to overcomplicate things. I don't want to be one of those people that looks at perfectly fine chords and perfectly fine melodies and perfectly fine rhythms and goes, I need some spice, and constantly keeps adding spice until I maybe erode the initial charm that a musical idea had. But I just feel like this song is riddled with monotony, and that's good. That's good, right? Because there's progressions that I have, like the chaser melody, and that melody start like voice leading and chord progression is fun because of what it's doing. But I think a lot of the times spice, when preceded by a lot of monotony, can make both things shine a little bit more. They can make both things maybe be a little bit more appreciated. A good example of that is like Beneath the City, that just has these two chords. And so when the chords change, even so slightly, to it adds something. It both makes the initial chord stand out, and it makes this new change that's very subtle break up a little bit of the monotony and repetitive nature of this song. And so I'm trying not to allow myself to go overboard. I'm trying to mess with or mess up the arrangement of this song, if that makes sense. Because I know that the first part of the song is very, very tame in its arrangement, and even predictable, right? Like we've heard enough, sweet, warm, fuzzy, Christmas songs to kind of know where this song is going in general. Like it's not doing anything necessarily new. So if I get into this new section, I want to put something just a little bit different in this section to depart a little bit from the monotony of that. What is the maximum range you can play with one hand? Mine is just a ninth. Well, AEB, since I don't really know music theory terms like that, I don't know what that would be. I can do it, and you can see on camera whatever that is. Whatever that is. I don't know how clear that is, because I know right now on camera, on screen, the piano and my glove just look like a really bright, like hyper bright mass. So I don't know if you can tell. I don't know if you're somebody that's so good at maybe you have like perfect pitch where you can just hear whatever interval that is. Good question though, AEB. Good question. But yeah, that's what I was doing in the stream. I was basically developing like a second phase, a second portion to this song, because currently it does a lot of just like a lot of back and forth like that. Small, not super advanced or sophisticated changes. But getting into the second phase of the song, starting with those simple changes. Oh, that's funny. That's the same. basically this, but in whatever this key is. So like, there it is. So hypothetically, it would sound like, no wait. And then we'll like loop back to the beginning, if that makes sense. And then adding that chord on top to change it from the first side, the first run through. See, you can change the melody very slightly, so that, but while still keeping the general melody. Like you can just change some, because the original was no. But I can go. Sorry. That note. Anyways, whatever. I'm trying to change it, and I feel like in general, the vibe of the song is very simple. So if I went into some really wild, like love letters type jazzy breakdown halfway through the song, I feel like it wouldn't be genuine to the overall mood of the song. It would be too jarring. So I'm trying to throw some different harmony and some different melody in there without killing the mood of the song. Anyways, I feel like no one's listening. What's going on in the chat? Cyber says, I don't think people appreciate it enough, but if you could be so kind, do you think you can show us? Uh-oh. Do I have to scroll up? Your pants, I wanted to commend you on the outfit. The pants are just... They're just really old jeans. Like faded black jeans. Sorry, the sun is like in my eyes. There we go. Name of the fact. Oh, word cyber. Yeah, it was just colder in my room this morning, and my windows were open. I sleep with my windows open, so I woke up to a pretty frigid room. And then I did the thing where you work out, so you sweat, but then it's cold out, so as soon as you stop working out, you're like freezing, so I did have to put on some pants. Oh, BuzzBuzz says the door being closed is odd. Word. It's been closed it's been closed since Friday, but I understand that it's still new. If you were not in yesterday's stream, the door being closed is a new thing. But yeah, I think circling back around. There's a few things that I do want to try in my music. There's like I'm looking at transitions that I use a lot, you know, and I said this before, but it doesn't necessarily need to be a bad thing. You don't always have to run away from your sound. If you if you actually, I'm wearing the same pants right now that I'm wearing in this photo, but that doesn't matter. Um, if you, I'm trying not to run away from my habits and my techniques, but at the same time, like add something slightly different to them. And I just think that when moving to different chords, I do a lot of like I do a lot of like those type of changes. And something that's so fun about songs like Catching Up, I mean sorry, fun about Chaser, Catching Up Chaser. These chord progressions are a little bit less of my typical foray through chord changes, which is what makes them more interesting. Same thing with the song Vanilla. These are not typical chord changes that I would make. And also a similar thing happens in the song. I mean, Witchy does that. And so I'm trying not to fall into too deep of a hole on my own chord progressions. There's another chord progression that was kind of interesting that I did, but ascending chord progressions are not common for me. My ascensions typically are just going to a higher place to fall from, if that makes sense. Um, like, even if we think about something as A, B as love letters, right? If I play the love letters chord progression, it does sound like it's more random. But what's really happened is a series of dissensions. I'm falling from this chord to this chord, and then I'm starting that same chord progression higher, falling from this chord to this chord, falling from this chord to this chord, falling from this chord to this chord, falling from this chord to this chord. But if you hear it all together, it kind of sounds like maybe I'm ascending, I'm going from here up to here, but it's not true. It's a trick. It's an audio trick. I'm just descending. Beep up, beep up, beep up, beep up. It's always falling. And so sorry about the garbage truck in the back. So the interesting thing about this new song that I'm making is it is initially an ascension progression. It's ascending, as opposed to most of my chord progressions, which fall. Falling, 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 falling. It's always ascending. So having this chord progression where I'm going up. I'm constantly going higher. And so just trying to change some of those things throughout the course of the song. Typically, my transitionary chords are usually descending. I'm very rarely ascending to transition, if that makes sense. Oh, man. So, like, in my brain, there are real chords. In my brain, there are real chords. And they're fake chords. How sound that in grand piano? I don't know exactly which one you mean. I don't know which chord progression you mean, because I played a few just now. But that was the love letters one? Or the ascending chord progression? Or the Winter Heart one? Chord progression. It's descending. It's descending. But like, there's real chords, right? So in A good example of real chords would be, okay, so if I played the new song that I'm creating, this one, real chord, fake chord. Because here's the thing. I'm gonna play the chord progression with only real chords in my brain. But then I'm so confused. This is Lindsay. I've got a better one. There's better examples of this, but. Oh, I have a better example of this. Okay. Forget what I just did. Screw that. Just throw it away. It's garbage. It's trash now. We've already forgotten about it. Listen to this chord progression. This is a real chord. That's a real chord. That's a real chord. And the reason those chords make sense to me, or the reason I'm referring to them as real, specifically in this family of keys, is because they're all white keys. If you look at the white keys, if you look at the white keys, I'm playing all white keys, right? These chords belong. They don't sound off. They sound very comfortable to me and stable to me. I want to go ahead and add some fine print at the bottom of everything I'm saying right now. I did not know music theory, so this is Omni's music theory, not actual music theory. So, real chords. Now I'm going to throw in some fake chords that I'll use to transition between them. I go. See that one? See how it's kind of like falling in? It's like this in-between chord. Think of it like an animation in-between. It's not supposed to necessarily sound good on its own. It's not supposed to look good on its own. All it does is bridge the gap from one place to another. If I play just that chord, it sounds like... I wouldn't really want to start a chord on that, a progression on that chord. But getting from here to here, you can kind of just throw this chord in between them. And then we'll keep going. You can add that one in there. And there's like black keys in there. So those notes aren't always going to work with this chord progression. They kind of happen in between chords. If I'm going like this, if I'm just playing these notes, the flight plan notes, and then I put some chords on them, just 4 chords. These are all real chords. Welcome back, Taylor. Now I can put transitionary chords between each one of those that'll use like kind of weird notes that outside of context won't sound good. So real chord, transitionary chord, real chord, transitionary chord, weird chord, real chord, fake chord, real chord. There's always a thing you can throw between chords. But if I was just playing this note, it doesn't always sound the greatest over some of these. Maybe this would sound better if it was this. the transitionary chords are like unstable, or I call them fake. They're like not real. I'm like grabbing them out of thin air and just using them to like glue things together. They're not supposed to sound good on their own. They just kind of make things glide a little bit better, fluid. And so a lot of my transitionary fake chords in my world are descending. I typically descend fake chords. Like if I'm trying to get from chord A to chord B, and and I'm putting a fake chord in between them, I'm usually going down like this. I'm very rarely going up that way. I would not play this. It sounds weird to me. But the other way sounds fine. And I don't know exactly why this is. So typically, if I'm trying to get from a lower chord to a higher chord, instead of putting a chord in between them, that's literally in between them, I'll go higher so I can descend. Oh my god. I feel like me trying to explain the way I mentally digest music maybe isn't making sense. But I always need to be falling. Oh, good. So instead of going from up into it, I would go higher than it and then fall into it. Or instead of... I always need to be falling into something. I can't be climbing into something. And I know musically there has to be a way to climb into notes that sounds cool and natural. But I haven't figured out what that is. So, when I'm playing this song, an important thing to point out in this like new song that's on Name Still. See, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get from this chord. I'm trying to get from there. But I don't have any way to climb into it, so instead I go... See, I'm starting way higher than it, and I'm falling into it then. So instead of going... I'm going... And that's how most of my songs are composed. They're a series of dissensions. Still need to develop that song quite a bit. Whoa, my mouse is going wild. Abe says, must keep doing my homework. Thank you, Omni. Thank you, AEB, for this beautiful break. I loved the false and true chords. Thanks for the tricks. Yeah, I hope they help. Whatever I said, I hope it helps anyone. I do have to choose a name soon. I have to choose a name before the end of this stream, which we are quickly approaching. Very quickly approaching. I remember Peppermint something being one of the things, but I already have a song called Peppermint Panda that's still unfinished, so I can't use that. Evergreen Memory sounds too good, if that makes sense. There are some things that are too eloquent for me to name a song. Even, what's it called? Even... No, French Lavender's fine, because, suggest you review the lyrics that Lindsay is inevitably going to post in the Discord. Sure. I don't know what that means. Reviewing lyrics. I don't know that I've ever done that. I'll look at them. I'll look at them. Put them there. I will look at them. I will probably be on Discord more than usual today. Heads up. What about Ginger Bell? Ooh. Whoa. So, I have a friend named Maxwell who has a song called Honey Bell. Ginger Bell. This. Oh crap, this. That sounds like a me song title. You guys just spend too much time around me. That does sound like a me song title. I do love ginger. I put ginger in everything. And I love ginger beer. I drink it all the time. And I've got some in my closet right now. I've got ginger beer in my closet right now. And I do like the idea that my friend has a song named Honey Bell. You know what this reminds me? Like, you know what I feel like I could do with this song? I feel like I can make like a very peanut butterfly type, like drum and bass, like liquidy drum and bass, like fun, bubbly, poppy, orchestral version of this song. But I don't know if that will happen. But if I did, Ginger Bell would fit very well. I think I'm gonna, unless we can come up with something else, Ginger Bell is good. What would a ginger bell look like? Well, in my brain, a ginger bell is a flower. When they said ginger bell, I thought of a flower that somehow had like ginger root in its like blossom. Anyways, if you play with minor chords, jazz it up, make it spicy. Ginger is spicy, and if you play with minor chords, jazz it up, make it spicy. I like where Cyber says that, actually. You know, when people say ginger, I always think of beverages, and then I think of the spice. I actually think of people last. I actually think of red-haired people last. They're gonna be extinct one day. Gingers. Isn't that sad? What was I doing? Oh wait. Actually rounding the corner. I like its narrative now. I like that it kind of goes a little bit far out, but not. It doesn't go to like a weird place. It goes to just kind of like a slightly more elevated place. Aw, Lindsay, don't say that. It's very sad. I still need to develop this one. I like where both of them are coming. I'm developing two songs simultaneously, and they have two very different moods. One's a little bit more like sorrowful. And then the other one's a little bit more saccharine, fuzzy, ginger bell. Very good. Both of them. I'm very pleased with them, guys. Thank you so much for all of your help. Goodbye, Buzz Buzz. Thank you for being on the stream. Um, I have some music out. Here's the name of all of the releases without any descriptive subtitles. Signals, House of Omni, Tall Tales, Nice Dream, Love Dream, Daydream, Speed Dream, Lush Dream, Ego Death, Quick Breath. Guys, please listen to them. I worked very hard on them. I also have some exclusive stuff on YouTube, but you can hear all of that other stuff on SoundCloud, Bandcamp, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Google Play, Amazon MP3, Tidal, Deezer, Pandora, Napster, YouTube. I also have some quarantines up on YouTube. So go listen to those whenever you get a chance. Why are you wearing a non-sleep shirt today? Not that I'm complaining. The reason I'm wearing a non-sleep shirt today is because I spilled a lot, like a hilarious amount of almond milk on the shirt that I was working out in this morning. And so I do this thing sometimes before the stream where I'll pre-make my waffle mix. So I'll like do the flour, I'll do my baking powder, I'll do my like sugar, my butter, I'll do my vanilla, my cinnamon, my nutmeg, and all that stuff. And then I'll actually put the almond milk in there, and I'll whip it, and I'll put it in the refrigerator to allow it to like kind of like expand a little bit, and like poofing up, and it makes the waffles more airy. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. But the point is, I spilled almond milk all over myself, and then I went here to start the stream, and I was like, "There's no way this is gonna look cool," and so I changed my shirt. What was I saying? I've been making an effort, guys. I've been trying not to come into the stream looking busted. I hear you. I heard you all. I did briefly consider. I was like, you know what? It's fine. It'll be fine. But I'm making an effort. So, anyways, thank you, Cyber. Have you had Eggo waffles lately? They stepped up their formula. I don't want. I don't want to eat anything that has a formula. Like, it's not a recipe. It's formula. Like what you put into cars. Like No, that's fair. That's fair though, Diz. I don't eat Eggo waffles just because I make waffles, and so I believe you though that Eggo waffles probably taste better now. Eggo waffles probably taste better now. But to be fair though, Diz, to be honest, I loved Eggo waffles. I loved the taste of them. Eggo waffles were a thing that I only got to have when I went over to like my white friends' homes. We didn't do that in my house. We didn't have Eggo waffles. And I think I liked them mostly off of novelty, for the same reason that I liked things like McDonald's or Lunchables. It was like, that's so cool because it was a thing I didn't really get to experience. But now that I make my own waffles, I do feel like taking out a frozen waffle and putting it in a toaster or whatever would probably like break my heart. And so I don't really do Eggo anymore. But that makes me happy to hear that they're doing better. Or that they've boosted their formula. Their formula is, I don't know, more egg-based now? I don't know. Every stream I've caught you've looked good in. You're just lucky, Taylor. You're just lucky. You've caught me on a lot of good hair days. Caught me on a lot of good hair days. But, I I will say I'm making an effort. I'm trying to. I'm trying. It's never going to be, guys. It's never going to be like a live show. I'm never coming in here with freaking suspenders and the vest and bow tie and all that stuff. But I'm trying to do the thing. I'm trying to do the thing. I have definitely like come on here and just like ragged, looking ragged, because I work out right before the stream and I don't want to mess up my nice clothes. So, I have to start the stream. That's also why I don't know if anybody was here at the top of the stream. That's why I was like late, like sitting down at the piano because I didn't have a shirt on. I completely forgot. I like. Anyway, I'm trying. Point is, I'm trying. Thank you for everyone's patience and for your suggestions on how to make the stream better. I do appreciate that. If it makes you guys feel better in the stream, it's worth doing. I have a photo. I have a plant. Maybe I'll have a poster. Maybe I'll put the poster right here. Maybe I'll put a poster right here. Maybe I'll put like a Baby Driver poster right here. Remember that movie? That was a fun movie. I don't know. I liked that. That was pretty cool. You can hear all those music on all those platforms. As far as news, guys, please still give me season 3 things. The ball is always in your guys' court. Anytime you ever like, I can be in the middle of playing a song or going over a lyrical breakdown. And if you want to do a suggestion on what is wrong with season 2 or something that you'd like to see in season 3, please just go ahead and make the suggestion. And tag me, because like sometimes I'll get lost in things, and honestly, when you guys tag me, it like shows up yellow, and I can just see it kind of light up out of the corner of my eye. And so it's just pretty eye catching. Tag me and say like, hey Omni, I wish you ate more live on stream. You know, I'm not gonna do it, but I do really want to know what you guys think about stuff. And if me rolling into the stream like busted with like t-shirts with like drool stains on them is not dope, I can make an effort to not do that. I can make a very honest effort to not do that. I think that's it. Today is Tuesday. Oh my god, this week is long. Okay. Anyways, today is Pizzanista Tuesday, so after I finish this stream, I will be doing some Tuesday cleaning. Tuesday is not my cleaning day, where I clean my apartment. Oh my god, that was awesome! My hand started playing the other song. Wait, hold on, let me just... Oh my god. Maybe some other time, but that's funny. If I take the... That song, the chords from that song fit underneath Hush Hour. I'll explore that some other time. Anyways, this song's called Hush Hour. I wrote it abroad. Guys, my Japanese is so rusty. Sorry, I said the word abroad, and I was excited about my plan, so I sent a text to a friend I have in Osaka, and a picture like telling her that I got the plant, and I forgot the word for houseplant. And honestly, you know how when you're texting Japanese and it pulls up it'll pull up like the suggested kanji for whatever like hiragana you're putting in. I was looking at the kanji and I was like, I don't know what that is, and I don't want to click it. There's this, okay, I realize not everybody texts in like a foreign language that has different characters, or particularly like Japanese or something like that, but this interesting thing happens in Japanese where if you're texting, it'll suggest a kanji to simplify your text, which is a kanji is like a more complicated character that you can kind of sub in. Think of it as like an autofill, like a text autofill. So if you were a foreigner and you were spelling something in English and a thing suggested came up and you were like, I want to click that, but I'm not sure what that thing means. But the computer thinks that's what I want to say. So is that what I want to... That happens all the time. Anyways, I always fear picking something wrong in kanji. Yeah, Lindsay, so I never click it. And what I'll do a lot of times is I'll type what I'm typing into Google, and then I'll look up pictures of the kanji, and then I'll try. I gotta say, always doing this, how deep and serious those notes sound is always so satisfying to me when I play this song. I'm learning Russian, says Mystera. Holy moly. The best of luck to you. That's actually really cool. I don't know anybody that is fluent in or even attempting to be fluent in Russian. Okay. I have had to pee in the stream since 10 o'clock. So I'm about to explode, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave now. But thank you everybody for being so respectful to me and polite to each other. I do appreciate you guys a lot. I will be back here tomorrow for morning medley number 258. I also need to take some time to re-up on thumbnails because I have run out of thumbnails. I'm fresh out, so I need to fix that. So that'll be a thing I do at some point today. I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their Tuesday. Please do something cool. Eat something that was living at some point. Oh, I just realized that could also mean meat. I wanted to say eat fruit. My mom used to say that. My mom used to say, you need to eat something living. And she was always referring to fruit. But if you pluck a banana off the tree, is it still alive? Is the fruit actually ever alive? Or I think the tree is the living part. I think the tree's the living part here. We're getting... Yeah, I'm out of thumbnails, Cyber, so I gotta spend like at least 15 or so minutes making some new thumbnails. Thank you everybody for being respectful to me and polite to each other. I hope to see you in tomorrow's stream. If not, though, I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. Just a quick reminder, also, the sample server for the Discord is still very much open. I will still take samples out of it in due time. But for now, let's just try to get through the week and get through some more Season 2 suggestions. Abo, everybody. Bum, 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 bum.